It's the 3rd of August. I'm here on top of a rock formation. It's going to be the highest point I reached today. As you can see, it's so it's kind of immediately steep, but I had to climb up a hill to get to this far. So anyway, today's going to be a short day. I'm only going to do about 3.4 miles or 3 miles on the trail, another half mile down to actually a rather inexpensive hostel. I'm going to see if I can send some letters out to different vendors. I'm looking forward to the 100-mile wilderness and realizing that I'm not real happy with the amount of mileage I can get with this pack and this gear. It's satisfying with carrying it. It's just that I'm not going to be able to get the miles if I continue to stay with this weight. Also concerned that as weather gets colder, which oddly enough it's been kind of brisk here the last several days. Supposed to get to 80, but it's not been up here. Anyway, so I'm going to basically tell them I've done 470 miles. I'm about to do the 100-mile wilderness in Katahdin, and then I'll be turning around and finishing the trail coming south. So I think I've got some credentials. I've got 148 videos posted on YouTube and my website and Facebook. So it should be credible. It's worth the investment of a couple of days to send out the emails and probably send if I can print them off and send them from where I'm at, I'll do that. If not, I'll send the files to maybe Beth and have her mail them. Anyway, so last night was wonderful. I stayed in an orchard. It's very fertile soil, as can be evidenced by the grass that was growing up everywhere. They apparently they wanted it open for the people in the fall, so they came through apparently about a week ago, it looks like, and bush hogged a lot of the tall, really tall grass down, because it's also a place where you have a path that winded through there to a small spring at the bottom, which is which is some of the only water for miles. So you always want to clear out, make sure your springs are flowing, and the ones that are flowing, make sure people can get to them. I did see a snake today. Saw a deer yesterday. Uncle Mike apparently found out that Unaka Mountain, Unaka means is Indian for white man, so that was cool. Things are looking okay. I'm going slower than I wanted to. A few things worrisome. My toe is better, just in case anybody was. Mom asked about that. I got 3 bars of 4G yesterday, so I made some phone calls. But I have now I'm worried about a sore on the side of my leg that I'm worried it's not healing. So I have it. Oddly enough, I actually have a. If you look down here, I rarely will put a Band-Aid on my leg because of the hair, but but I'm a little bit worried about it. So, but it should be okay, and I'm coming into a hostile tonight, so I'll be sure and soak it with some hot water. And I did try to make it bleed this morning. There's actually 3 sores next to each other, and the bottom one's doing fine. The middle one is the one I'm more worried about. The top one. So the top and bottom one, bled a little bit. The one in the middle didn't, didn't do so much bleeding, and I'm worried about that. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna soak it with hot water repeatedly tonight and see what happens. Right now I did that. I wiped it with alcohol a couple of times, both before I let it bleed, and then again after it had bled out or whatever. And then I put Neosporin on all 3 and covered them in one big Band-Aid. So that should work out okay. Like I said, in AWOL guide, this is it was apparently just a curiosity that this is a rocky outcropping on top of the mountain, and it's not even mentioned in my gut hook application. So. It's just mentioned, it's just a tall place you have to walk up. Maybe the monument or whatever is still, because it's still a little bit upwards to get down there. So, but I figured I'd stop. I didn't. I don't think I gave an August 2nd one. So this is for August 1st, August 2nd, and August 3rd. Should bring you up to date. I did see a place. It was called. Someone had made up a spruce tree as a Christmas tree, and they did it in memorial of someone, apparently a guy named Max, who died last year. So in May they made it up like a Christmas tree and asked people to take a picture and then post it on Facebook. So to kind of keep the spirit alive, type of a thing. So I took a picture, and I haven't posted on the Facebook page yet, but I'm going to. It's people keeping hold of people. Apparently, really liked the trail, and they thought it would be. It helped them with his loss by putting that on the trail. Me, I like the orchard better. It did make me really want to. They didn't have enough water, so maybe I'd have to sink a well. But man, I mean, there was more than a dozen apple trees. At least one pecan tree was bearing fruit. Some small berry, but on several trees. I'm going to have to figure out what the berry is, and when someone looks at the pictures, and when I put them up. If you recognize the berries, tell me about them. Because it might be something like gooseberry things I haven't had experience with. So anyway, with that being said, this is August 3rd.